to my knowledge,
This
via
meeting is being recorded.
synchronous career event. And the purpose of this info session is to help spread the word about the many great job opportunities available in education around Vermont. So students, I hope you'll learn a lot. And to our panel, we're happy that you can be here and hope you make some great connections with students and faculty. So as you know, as you may know, on July 1st, we'll be unifying to become Vermont State University. We're still here, students, to support you, and faculty and staff and faculty and employers as well, to support you with your career development needs. And students, if you weren't aware, this continues after you graduate. So here is our team, and I'll just ask everyone to introduce themselves. Start with Beth.
Oh, okay. I'm Beth Walsh, and I am the Assistant Director of Curriculum Integration for Career Development. That's my new title for the Vermont State University. I've been at Johnson for a little over 9 years, and I'm located in Dewey Hall.
Hi, everybody. I am Carrie Buska. I'm the Assistant Director of Community Partnerships for Career Development for Vermont State University, and I have been with Vermont Tech for 18 years. Glad to be here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. My name is Jessica Duncan. I'm the Director of Career Development and Innovation at Vermont State. Our colleague Renee Beaupre-White is the Assistant Director of Applied Learning at Vermont State. She's not able to be with us tonight, but sends her regards.
And I'm on the Linden campus, and my role is Assistant Director of Career Readiness. So you've all received in the invite the agenda. We're going to be shortly dropping our program into the chat, which is the slides, and we'll be emailing a copy at the end of this. We're also, as you can probably see, recording this, and we'll be sharing that link with you at the end. Each of our supervisory unions or school districts will have a slide, and each of the slide indicates who our panel participants are, a link to the SU or SD website, schools that are part of the SU, and who to contact for more information. In the notes section below each of the slides are open opportunities at the time of registration. So that might have changed, but those positions are there for your information. And I expect that our panel participants will probably chat more about those and possibly other opportunities. Panel members, you'll have 5 minutes for your SU. When your slide is on the screen, just feel free to unmute and take it away. There'll be a timer on the screen that will chime when time is up, and Beth, who's going to sort of move us through, will give you a 30-second reminder, and that's just to kind of keep things moving on schedule. At the end of the round robin 5-minute style presentation, students, you're welcome to sign off, but we invite you to take advantage of the breakout sessions in order to talk directly to specific SUs, to ask questions or to talk further. And you'll be able to select your breakout session and jump in and out of ones that you're interested in. So I'll just pause quickly to say, are there any questions about the format or how things are working? And I've got a few screens open, so I might need some help. If someone does have a question, just unmute and ask away. Okay, it seems like there are no questions. So this is a map of showing the locations of the central offices of our participating SUs. So I just wanted to, this is a general reference, understand that many of these SUs might represent a much larger geographic area, and our panel will talk about that. So I'm going to turn it over to Beth now.
I'm going to unmute myself. That would help. So, as Amy said, we have a different slide for each of our supervisory unions. We've asked for everybody to keep their comments to 5 minutes each, and I will be keeping track of the timer and putting this up and saying 30 seconds if I can, to help remind folks that they're almost to the end of their time. I know that we did have one of our supervisory unions send some slides, and because we didn't make that available to all of our supervisory unions, we would like to just use the slide that we have, and we can include those slides later. We can send those out after the fact. Now, Amy, can you move the slides? So there we go. Okay. So our first slide is for Essex Westford School District. Rachel or Rochelle Emery, are you here?
Yes, and it is Rachel.
Okay.
I am Rachel Emery. I am the hiring coordinator for the Essex Westford School District. We are a collective of 10 schools, 5 elementary, 2 middle, 1 that is K through 8, and 1 high school and a tech center. Essex Westford School District represents 36 languages and is really focusing in the last several years to build our equity and within students and within employees, and how we hire and our focus when it comes to training and PD. So we've been offering a lot more of that lately, trying to become as inclusive as possible. And we are hiring for a variety of positions. When it comes to benefits, I can speak mostly, I would say, full-time individuals. Benefits are, medical is pretty standard across all of the school districts, but we do offer a cash in lieu. We also offer a long-term disability, professional development funds equaling up to 6 UVM credits. I think that works out to be around $3,000 per year, and there is a portion that can be rolled over into the next year. I'm trying to make sure I cover everything. Let me see. Right now, our range for step 1 bachelor right out of school for teachers is $52,000, and that range does increase for master's plus 30. Right now is $100,000. So depending on where you land in your education, and then as you continue and we help you continue your education, you will then increase in the steps. We have a variety of positions open. It's kind of hard to speak on because right now, I'm sure similar to all the other school districts, this is when contracts are rolling out and when people are giving notices, and we're kind of hearing of new positions coming available for next year, or at the same time as hiring. So it's very fast changing, but I can say right now at the high school, we need a French, math, science teacher, and a French teacher with all the positions because we have quite a few. So it might be easier for students to look at the slide maybe at another time. We also do provide positions that do not require a license. And the great part about that is you can start at more of an entry position, even while you're going to school, and gain those professional development funds to assist you in paying for the college or any education you decide to do. Some of our positions within the tech program are like lab supervisors. So if you're somebody who kind of is construction minded, has worked construction, there is a role for you, and you do have all the same benefits as everybody else and has the opportunity to get further education if you choose to along the way. Is there anything I'm missing? I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure I got everything.
You're doing great. I can see that 5 minutes is quite a bit of time to fill up. So you did.
Well, I had my slides to kind of help,
Good.
But I can say, so I will say that one of my major slides was based off of our culture. Essex Westford we recognize that people mostly these days are looking for culture. While pay rate is very important, we want to make sure that our culture is good and everybody is happy and enjoys coming to work and feels that purpose and belonging. So that is a big thing that we are focusing on, having conversations regularly on how we can improve. As we are rather new. We came together in 2017. So kind of bringing all those schools together in 2017 there's been some growing pains, even to now. And so we're just trying to make everybody feel as much as they belong into our community as possible while we work through the growing pains.
Great. Thank you so much. Good job. You had like 2 seconds left. All right.
Oh, yay.
Okay. Amy, who's our next slide? Let me see. Our next slide is Franklin Northeast Supervisory Union. And we have a few participants, and I will let you all figure out who's going to talk first. And I'm starting the timer.
So I'm Lynn Coda. I'm the superintendent for the Franklin Northeast Supervisory Union. Thank you for having us today. I'm going to kick us off just with a little bit about Franklin Northeast. So we are a community with 10 schools in 6 towns in Bakersfield, Berkshire, Enosburg, Montgomery, Richford, and Sheldon. We have amazing students, really dedicated staff members, and leaders as well. We've been working really hard to get our wage to a really competitive starting place, and we're proud of where we have gone with that. We offer tuition reimbursement for our educators. We also offer something that is a little bit unique. So within the first 5 years of working in FNESU, you can apply up to half of any unused tuition money towards paying down your student loans. We also offer retention bonuses. Every 5 years that you work within FNESU, you will see a bonus. And we have developed a really strong new teacher mentoring program because we feel like those first 2 years teaching, it's really critical that you get the support you need to be successful in the classroom. And we're really committed to providing you with that support. We also are focusing a lot of our efforts on educational equity and making sure that our students feel that deep sense of belonging within our schools and within our community. We have focused many of our efforts on our portrait of a learner and making that what our graduation requirement will be for all of our FNESU students. We're very student-centered, focused on our proficiency-based or competency-based requirements under our portrait of a learner. We have a really strong emphasis on universal design for learning, and we're building really strong systems in our schools to meet everyone where they're at. One of our major goals right now, given where people are with the pandemic, both our staff members and our students, is to really focus on the culture in the community and building that deep sense of belonging for all of our members. So we'd be really happy if you wanted to talk with us about working in Franklin Northeast. We have 2 principals. I'm going to defer first to Kelly Dean from Richford Elementary School, who's going to speak with you, and then we will go to Jen Hubbard from Enosburg Elementary, and Courtney Fletcher, our communications coordinator, will wrap up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly Dean. I'm the principal at Richford Elementary School. This is my 4th year there, and so I started in the pandemic, but in spite of that, we've done some pretty tremendous work. So some of the big focuses for us have been on our multi-tiered systems of support, and we've built a pretty, I would say, extensive and maybe comprehensive systems for both academics and our social emotional learning for students. And tied into those systems are into those 2 larger systems are a number of, sort of smaller systems that sort of fit within that. They include some structuring, lots of structures, teaming structures for both math and literacy. And specifically this year has been with our younger grades, our kindergarten and our first grades, and we're looking to expand those going into next year. And what that really looks like is lots of partnering with other educators within the school. Lots of opportunities for collaboration. We do a tremendous amount of teaming within our school. We have a pretty extensive student support team that meets weekly and supports students and teachers throughout the building. Lynn just talked about the mentoring that we have at our SU level, and we also have that within our school at a smaller level as well. And I'm going to turn it over to Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen Hubbard, and I'm the principal at Enosburg Elementary School. And I reiterate everything Kelly and Lynn have said. What makes us unique is we do have a rather seasoned staff, but they're wonderful about wrapping around and supporting our newer teachers. We are very collaborative. We have about 260 kids, and with that, we have 2 teachers per grade, and there's a lot of teaming within the grade levels and also vertically teaming. We also, SEL is very important to us, and really a focus, not just the academics, which are important, but also the SEL.
5 seconds, Jenny, sorry.
Oh, I got to get done because Courtney's got to go.
Time's up. And just to be clear, you will have a chance in your breakout rooms to talk more about your institutions and all of that. And so the next supervisory union is Harwood Unified Union School District. And it looks like Tanya Cheney is who we're going to be hearing from.
Yes, thank you for having me. My name is Tanya Cheney, and I'm the Human Resource Payroll Specialist for our district. Our district is in the center of the state. We encompass Duxbury, Fayston, Moortown, Waitsfield, Warren, and Waterbury. So we're kind of situated amongst the ski areas, and we're 12 miles from Montpelier and 15 miles from Sugarbush, and we're only about 30 miles from Burlington. So that kind of gives you where we are in the state. Our communities are very small, and that's what a lot of teachers say they like about our communities. We asked around, and they say that they like the feel of the small schools and that the kids are terrific and they have great colleagues. We have several colleagues that have been with us for over 10 years. So we also have a mentoring program that takes the seasoned teachers and works with new teachers for the first 2 years of being within our district. Our schools are made up of 1 high school, 2 middle schools, and 5 elementary schools. And we serve about 1,800 kids from pre-K to 12th grade. Recently, we were a recipient of the 2023 Magna Award winner for our Harwood's Harkness model of democratic dialogue. That's a program that one of our retired teachers really developed and has grown, and students love. We also have a farm to school program that was recently recognized by Bernie Sanders for its creativeness and everything that we're doing with that program. Because we are out in the country area, all of our schools have a outdoor learning as part of their curriculum. So the kids get out once a week and they go hiking and they just learn about their environment outside of the school. And in the winter, we partner with Sugarbush and Stone Mountain to offer ski programs so the kids can get out there to learn something that not all families might actually have access to. So they learn how to ski. We are nearly 375 staff, 200 of those are teachers. So we also do have opportunities if you're not licensed and you want to work with us. We've had several instructional assistants that have taken advantage of our professional development and have moved up to being teachers over the years. We also do offer a PD program where we pay, I believe, 6 credits a year at the UVM tuition rate. And we have several open positions, mostly in our middle schools and our high school currently. But again, we're in the middle of contract season, so that may change once we get our contract settled.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see if I can figure out how to, oh, there we go. Okay, who's the next one, Amy? Oh, Missisquoi Valley School District in Swanton. We're going to be hearing from Bonnie Moulton and Julie Regimbal. Sorry.
It's a very good attempt. I'm Julie Regimbal. I'm superintendent of Missisquoi Valley School District. We are a merged single district that serves Franklin, Highgate, and Swanton. We have just under 1,800 students in our full schools. We have 3 elementary schools, K-6, and MVU is our 7-12 school. We have a very strong Abnaki population here in Missisquoi. This is the Missisquoi tribe, and we celebrate them and have a lot of equity and belonging work that has happened in our schools. We're a very inclusive and equity-focused school district. We also have really strong mentoring programs. We have a specific mentor across the district just for special education, for example. We have done, as everyone else has, work around universal design for learning. We have faculty meetings that embed that kind of training into them so that we're not adding on to what teachers already do. Our district put together with Castle during the pandemic. It was kind of weird. We started it and then March of 2020 happened, and we just continued to do it via Zoom, which was really interesting. We had a district-wide group working with Castle to develop social emotional learning competencies that are embedded into our curriculum. So it's not an additional set of skills that we're teaching, but we embed that learning into our instruction. We've been working with Corey Sanchez-Smith from HeartShift Consulting on coaching both the leadership team and teacher leaders and coaches, as well as moving into the coaching of teachers to help support that integration. So it's really wonderful to walk through, do instructional rounds with our teams and see teachers just using academic and SEL strategies in the same lessons and seeing how well it pays off. It's wonderful. I guess I'm going to move it to Bonnie, who will speak a bit about our positions that we have open and the kind of benefits that we have. I just want to say that our board is committed to strengthening the work environment and the package that is there to attract and retain teachers. In fact, it's one of the 3 board stated goals is to increase our retention of teachers. So it's something that they're very focused on. So it's a very positive place to come as a new teacher.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Moulton, Director of Human Resources. As Julie said, we have worked really hard to create a robust benefit package. So there is statewide negotiated healthcare, so that is the same for all of Vermont schools. We do have cash in lieu, dental, that's 100% paid by the district. We have a life insurance policy that we offer on all staff. Long-term disability policy. We have a number of voluntary benefits that we offer, including vision insurance, short-term disability, identity theft, and those types of things. We have a competitive leave package with sick, personal, and professional days. We offer $2,500 annually in professional development, but we also, as Julie mentioned, offer a lot of internal professional development opportunities, particularly for new teachers. We do a pretty good new teacher orientation program that is district-wide to bring all new teachers together also. We recently increased our salary and have a base increase every year, and we have a pretty aggressive increase schedule for teachers in steps 1 through 10 over a 3-year period. Like everyone else, we're in the early parts of contracts, but a few of our positions that we are looking to fill this year are a elementary psychologist, a clinician. We're looking for a speech and language pathologist. We also have some elementary classroom teachers. We're looking for some special educators, pre-K, elementary, and high school. We have a school nurse opening, and we have a couple of high school science teacher openings. So we'd be happy to talk more about that in the breakout session.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, Amy, who's next? Oh, Orange East Supervisory Union in Bradford. And we're going to be hearing from John Barone.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm John Barone. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for the Orange East Supervisory Union. We, Orange East Supervisory Union, serves students in Bradford, Newbury, Corinth, Groton, Reigate, Thetford, Topsham, Wells River, and we also have a variety of tuition students that come to us from the area. So we're really located in the Upper Valley region of Vermont. We have 7 schools, and we have quite a variety of configuration for schools. We have the Blue Mountain Union School, which is itself one building and one campus. It's a pre-K through 12 school. We have Bradford Elementary School, which is a pre-K through grade 6 school. Newbury Elementary School is a K through 6. Thetford Elementary School is a K through 6. Waits River Valley School is a pre-K through 8 school. Oxbow High School is a 7 through 12 school, and it shares the campus with Riverbend Career and Technical Center, which serves students from about 5 or 6 different high schools. We serve roughly 1,600 students across our SU in grades pre-K through 12. Our class sizes vary from school to school, but on average, our class sizes are from 12 to 22 students. Like several folks who have spoken before me this evening, we are in the process of dealing with contracts right now. We are settling a 3-year collective bargaining agreement within our schools and have a very aggressive % increase for each year for all teachers on the grid. Our contracts have a variety of benefits, including professional development. Roughly, if you are looking at Orange East Supervisory Union, a teacher right out of college with a bachelor's, the starting range will be anywhere from $45,000 to about $48,000, depending on the school. We have a very strong new teacher orientation program. We are a newly merged supervisory union as a result of Act 46. So we are really focusing on strengthening and improving our universal Tier 1 instruction and using data to make sure that we have strong Tier 2 intervention for students who are struggling or students who need enrichment. And our focus is really on equity for all learners. We have a strong focus on social emotional learning with social emotional teams at each of our schools to support students and staff. And we're really trying to capture our rural nature as well. All of our schools have outdoor classrooms. We have farm to school initiatives in a variety of our schools. We have a very well-respected and well-known composting program, particularly at Thetford Elementary School, which is integrated into our curriculum. And we have a variety of positions open for next year, which you will find on School Spring. But just quickly, for example, at Blue Mountain, they're looking for a high school English, a middle school math teacher, a middle school science teacher, a technology teacher. At the elementary levels, we do have a few elementary classrooms that are open. We have a couple of positions at the Riverbend Career and Technical Center, one of which is a new position. We're looking for a work-based learning coordinator to work with students at both Riverbend and Oxbow to embrace flexible pathways and really get kids out into the community and engaged in internships. And I'll be around in one of the breakout sessions in case you have any questions about Orange East Supervisory Union. Thank you very much.
Great, thanks so much, John. Who's next on our list, Amy? Orleans Southwest Supervisory Union in Hardwick. We're going to be hearing from David Baker.
Right. Hi, everybody. I want to thank Amy and her team. This was a great idea. I'm sure it's going to be an annual event and probably ways to make it even more accessible to everybody. But thanks for doing this. And you're hearing great things about the schools in Vermont. And I will tell you that it's hard to go to work in Vermont and not have picked a good district. I mean, Vermont is a great place to work. It's a great place to be. I've had opportunities to leave the state. I've been here now 35 plus years, and I have not taken those opportunities because I just love working in this state. I just recently left a job as superintendent in the Upper Valley and got back here to the Kingdom Orleans Southwest represents the towns of Hardwick, Greensboro, Woodbury, Craftsbury, Wolcott, Stannard, and Hazen Union. And I was glad to get back home. We live in Danville, so we live in the Kingdom. The nice part about that part of the area is, first of all, it's just beautiful and scenic, and it's got both arts and a lot of recreation, but it's also kind of a gateway to the Northeast Kingdom, but also a gateway to that lower part of Chittenden County too. So it's just a great place to live and work and play. I can't say much more than what others have said about, the opportunities. We have very thoughtful and supportive boards. We have a pretty stable administrative team. I think that's important. Superintendents and principals can turn over. I mean, I'm new there, but I'm there for a while, and our team all signed up again to come back next year. So that's important. I think one of the competitive things about our benefits package is we have something called flexible leave time. So we don't break it down into sick time and personal time, and people don't abuse it either. I mean, they take really good care of it, but people can pretty much use those days as they need them. I'm also proud of the fact that we're building up that visual and performing arts program right now, hiring 2 new full-time music teachers, trying to beef up the theater program in our 2 high schools. Craftsbury's a K-12, Hazen's a 7 through 12. But that's really important to us. As a matter of fact, we're going to have an SU-wide arts festival next Tuesday too, where we celebrate those arts. The arts got clobbered during COVID, I will tell you that, and we want to build them back. It's really critical because a lot of our kids who really want to get into, and by the way, those creative arts are, not just drama and music and up, but, poetry and, all those kinds of things that are just critical. And so we're really trying to build that back. So much so, and you won't hear this from many other supervisory unions tonight, but I even wrote a song for our supervisory union. I'm not going to do it for you tonight, but that was to celebrate the arts and to celebrate the supervisory union. If you come into the breakout room, I might be able to render a little chorus of that for you, but I don't want to entice you too much. But we have the same kinds of positions open that you hear mentioning, and all I would say to anyone who's listening to this, who's either going in as a first-year teacher or an experienced teacher, it's a buyer's market. So just be careful, be selective. Don't accept the first thing that's offered if your gut tells you it's not the right thing. Take your time because you have control. The shortages are incredible right now, but certainly we're a good place to live, work. So come on and see us. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Okay. Amy, Southwest, you beat me. Southwest Vermont Supervisory Union, and we're going to be hearing from Nick Galt.
Hello, my name is Nick Galt. I'm the Director of Human Resources for the Southwest Vermont Supervisory Union. We are down in the Bennington area we are based out of, but we stretch north to Arlington, south all the way down to the Massachusetts border and west over to New York. So we cover the whole bottom left corner of the state, if you will. Towns ranging from Arlington, Shaftesbury, Pownell, Woodford, and Bennington. We have 7 elementary schools. We have a middle high school, an independent middle, and a high school as well. The high school is just under 1,000 students. All told, we serve over 3,000 students. We're one of the largest SUs in the state. We have approximately 350 teaching positions, about 750 full-time staff overall. For our new teachers especially, we focus on a multi-day orientation program, a mentor program that lasts for that first 2 years. We have a variety of positions open kind of at all levels. We have elementary positions at multiple schools. At the middle and high school level, we're looking for everything from math to health, science, arts, English as well, social studies. We're also hiring a principal position at the elementary level. For non-teaching positions, we're looking at things like SLPs, psychologists, social workers, interventionists, a whole host of different roles. With a really large staff, we have a lot of offerings, OTs, PTs, counselors, you name it. We also have very, robust athletic programs. We win a lot of state championships. We have at both the middle school and the high school level, as well as a really robust arts program. So there's a lot of opportunities for staff who are interested in getting involved in athletics and arts to do that as well. We have something like 35 varsity sports, as well as dozens of clubs and other activities where our staff can explore their hobbies and their interests outside of just academics. We're working on something pretty interesting right now, partnering with some local resources on housing. We're looking at ways that we can offer affordable housing to our staff that's also accessible, meaning we will have, our hope is by this coming school year to have relationships that guarantee us a certain amount of housing that we can offer to incoming staff, which we know is always difficult anywhere in the state of Vermont to find housing. We hope to be able to partner with incoming staff to say, need an apartment? We have one. We offer, the pretty standard benefits package I think you've heard from everybody in terms of health and dental, life, long-term disability, course reimbursement, and things of that nature. And I think just Southern Vermont is just a wonderful place to live. I've lived here for the last 10 years. You have great access to places like Williamstown and Albany. You can hop the train and go to New York City from Albany, which is wonderful. Great skiing in the area. We're right by the Appalachian Trail. Just a lot of beautiful classic Vermont covered bridges and hiking and spending time outside. So certainly it's a wonderful area. If you're looking to student teach, you're looking for a career here. We're a large employer, cover a big area. It's a wonderful place to be and to live.
Thank you, Nick. That's great. Okay. Washington Central. We must be getting down to the end, Amy. Pretty close.
You are almost at the end with the W.
Okay.
My name is Megan Roy. I'm the superintendent for Washington Central Unified Union School District. We are in Central Vermont. We call ourselves part of the donut that surrounds the city of Montpelier. We serve East Montpelier, which is not Montpelier, Middlesex, Berlin, Calais, and Worcester. And all of our 5 elementary schools feed into U32 Middle and High School, which is a 7 through 12 school. We serve right now just under 1,400 students. We have about 350 staff. And we have really wonderful little schools. It's similar to what David said, it's hard to find a place in Vermont that isn't fun to live and work. Montpelier is a great place to be near. We are just down the highway from Burlington. We have schools that range in size from our smallest school is about 70. Our biggest elementary school is a little over 200. So that's an exciting opportunity to have all different types of teaching experiences. We are a single district. We unified a couple of years ago. For teachers getting into the field, how your district is organized maybe doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but there are a lot of advantages to being in a system with multiple schools. There's opportunity to move from school to school, have different experiences. Like many of my colleagues on the call, we are also pretty heavily invested in humanity and justice work. That's what we refer to our equity and diversity work, implementing restorative practices. The advantage of being part of a system that's newly consolidated is we're doing a lot of exciting work about becoming more consistent across our schools. That's a great opportunity for an educator. We also are in the middle of issuing contracts and finding out exactly what positions we have open. But we do have special education positions, speech pathologist positions. We have a number of high school teachers and a number of support staff positions as well, maintenance, custodian, food service, support staff, and similar benefit packages in Vermont schools. We also have tuition reimbursement. I am unfortunately not able to be in a breakout room later, but our contact information is on the slide and we'd be happy to talk with you. It's a fun place to work.
Great. Thanks so much, Megan. All right. Now we're going to be hearing from Joellen Barton from Windham Northeast Supervisory Union.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. I am a 7th generation Vermonter and I never moved away from Vermont because it really is one of the most beautiful states to live in. And I grew up in central Vermont, and actually Harwood Union is my alma mater for high school. And then I went to school in Burlington, and then I ended up down here. I've been working for the Windham Northeast Supervisory Union going on 4 years, and I can honestly say I absolutely love my job. I love our superintendents. I love our principals. I love our teachers. And being in HR, I can tell you that I know almost all of the 500 employees that we have here, and we have an incredible mix of people, and everybody comes to work every day happy and ready to help each other. So it's really, really kind of cool that I'm able to kind of to tell everybody about the Windham Northeast Supervisory Union and why you should work here. We are actually comprised of 5 districts and 7 schools. We're excited this year that we're going to be ending up with 2 special ed, early ed classrooms this year. We had 1 last year, and now we're so popular, we're going to be adding another one. So there's openings up there. We have 4 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school, and we're big into sports. So go Terriers. We, as everybody else, offer amazing healthcare package that's, some of it's Vermont governed with VHI. But we do have like an HRA that we give you up to $4,400 towards your deductibles. We've got dental, we've got a robust vision, employee assistance programs, which are available for you and your household members. So it's more than just you. Voluntary life, group life, $20,000 right off the bat. If something happens to you, $20,000 benefit. Voluntary life insurance policies for you, your spouse, and your child or children. ID theft, short-term, long-term. We're also part of the state retirement system. So after 5 years, you'd become vested, and it's a great program. We do offer 403B retirement as well, and we do have a licensed financial advisor who would be able to talk to you for free consultations to help you with other retirement vehicles. We offer, like everybody else, professional development funds, column movement incentives. If you move a column within a year, we give you, the full rate all the way back and prorate it. We also have an additional reimbursement pool that we can pull from. Our wages start at $45,000 to $54,000 for the first year, but our board is really, really, really working on being very aggressive going forward on really getting those wages up there, and they're very, very dedicated to our staff on retention. We offer some great leave banks as for teachers and support staff. We have a really, really great fun atmosphere. We really try to support our teachers. We have a 2-year mentoring program as well. We do a week-long opening at the beginning of the year where we, the administration talks, and then we've got trainings, and we try to make sure that our new teachers are just not left on the ground running. We've got people who've started newly here with COVID. There was a lot of turnover up to teachers who've been here for 20 to 30 years and are teaching that, and actually have taught people who are coming in now who are becoming teachers. So it's kind of an incredible place to learn because we have a lot of that history and a lot of that experience. Our mission really is to give you the tools to excel and grow and to be able to offer the mentoring programs that we are. It's been great to be able to help people. We also have one of the best food in the whole state. Not kidding. No more icky school food. We've got an incredible program. It's a farm to school cafe. They make fresh food every day. They use local farms, and you can't beat $6 lunch and $2.50 for breakfast. And it's incredible food. So that definitely is a plus too. You'd be able to have access to great food. Current openings, we're starting our summer programs right now. So we've got a lot of summer program openings. We've got custodians, EL teachers, we've got special ed, we've got coaches. We've got a big, big program when it comes to doing co-curricular, and all kinds of anticipated openings. So definitely I'll be in the breakout room. Please check me out. I'd love to talk to you more about what the WNSU is and what we have to offer.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. Next on the list, we're going to hear from Sarah Haven from the Winooski School District. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, thank you. I want to echo, what David said. Thank you so much for doing this. I think it's a great opportunity, and I hope you continue to do it. So the Winooski School District is a pre-K through 12 district, and we are on one campus. We are in one school, which is sort of unique. We have about 800 students. Of our 800 students, about 35% are multilingual learners. We have roughly 20 languages, maybe a little bit more that's in our school. Winooski is also, it's one of the most diverse school districts in Vermont, and Winooski's teachers and staff are highly involved in professional development programs that help increase student achievement and address the needs of a diverse student population and allow students to thrive in an engaging environment with high expectations. We have excellent benefits just like the rest of the school districts. I won't talk too much about them. I think we're all pretty comparable, especially with our healthcare being driven by the state of Vermont. The Winooski School District is especially interested in candidates who can contribute to the diversity and excellence of the district. And we encourage people to talk about that in their cover letters or in conversations that they have with us. And I think that's about it about Winooski. I probably won't take up all your 5 minutes. I will share some of our open positions with you. We are hiring for summer school, so there's a variety of open positions. Maybe you want to just see what it's like and check it out. That might be a good opportunity. We also have plenty of non-licensed positions available. Our openings for next year for licensed staff are school psychologists, which is a district-wide position. We're hiring for a 3rd grade elementary teacher, an alternative elementary special educator, a preschool teacher, a JFK, another additional JFK special educator, a middle school science teacher, and a middle school theater arts teacher. And we do always have, sorry if you can hear my children, working mom here. We also do have lots of non-licensed positions, and we're also really open to talking to people about alternative ways to licensure. So if you aren't a licensed educator, but you do have a bachelor's degree, we're happy to talk to you and explore what that might look like for you. Because that's something we've done a lot this year because of the shortage. So I'm well versed in that world and happy to talk about it. And I think that's about it. So I can give 3 minutes back to everybody's life.
So thank you. I don't want to interrupt you, Beth, but we are slightly ahead of time, and we did cut off our FNSU rep. So I wanted to offer a minute to the individual from Franklin Northeast who didn't get a chance to speak to do so. And I'll move the slide back if that individual is still here.
Hi, Amy. Thank you very much for giving me the extra minute. My name's Courtney Fletcher. I am the communications coordinator for FNESU, and I just wanted to speak geographically where we are located. We are 20 minutes away from Jay Peak Ski Resort, and all of our schools, they're part of the ski and ride program. So all of our schools get to go to Jay Peak. And you can probably hear my children as well. I'm sorry. We are also right on the Canadian border. So we're very close to Montreal as well. And Montreal is probably an hour away, which is great. And we are perfect for nature lovers. So we have a whole bunch of hiking and camping and biking. And we have just so many outdoor activities. And also we would love for you to join our breakout room. And if you're interested in FNESU, I will be the person that you will contact, and I can provide you with more information. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm gonna stop sharing. And so thank you to our panel. It was really great to learn about each of your SUs. I'm a licensed teacher and I taught in the OCSU for 7 or 8 years. So this is just, education is so warm to my heart, and of course, we're all supportive of education. So now I'm going to open the breakout rooms. I just wanted to verify that Washington Central is not able to stick around. Is that correct for a breakout session?
I think that's right.
Might have signed off already.
Yes, I think she did.
So I'll remove, oops, sorry, go ahead.
I wanted to say to anybody that any students that have questions about resumes or applying for jobs or anything like that, if you want to, go to a breakout room, come back to the main room and talk to one of us, that's fine. We will be here while you are exploring your opportunities.
Yeah, so I'll open the rooms. You can jump in and then you can jump back out to the main room and jump into another room. And panel members, I'll end the breakout rooms when all students and faculty have signed off. You'll get that reminder to jump back into our main room or at 7:30. So if no one's in your room initially, students may trickle in and we'll see how this goes, but here we go. Hopefully you see breakout rooms and we can stop recording. I'll stop the recording.